You're making pancakes on a lazy Sunday morning. You reach for that familiar bottle in your pantry, the one with the little old lady on the label. Or maybe it's a log cabin. You drizzle that golden liquid over your stack. Sweet, sticky, perfect. But here's something that might ruin your breakfast. There's a 90% chance what you just poured isn't actually maple syrup. 9 out of 10 bottles in American grocery stores contain zero maple. Not a single drop from a maple tree. So, what are you actually eating? And what's the difference between the real thing and the imposter in your fridge? Let's explore the process. Real maple syrup comes from exactly one source: maple trees, specifically sugar maples, though red maples and black maples work too. But here's the thing: you can't just tap a tree whenever you want. There's a tiny window, late February through early April. Temperatures need to dip below freezing at night and rise above during the day. This freeze-thaw cycle creates pressure that pushes sap out. And that sap, it's mostly water. 98% water, 2% sugar. Basically, flavored tree water. Producers collect this watery sap and boil it in huge shallow pans called evaporators. The pans sit over roaring fires in sugar shacks. The ratio? 40 gallons of raw sap makes just 1 gallon of finished syrup. 40 to 1. As the water evaporates, the sugar concentrates. The sap transforms from clear and thin to that deep amber color. Steam billows everywhere. Sugar shacks in Vermont and Quebec turn into sweet-smelling saunas during maple season. The syrup is done when it reaches 219 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees above the boiling point of water. At that temperature, the sugar concentration hits 66%. Too little, and it spoils. Too much, and sugar crystals form. Now here's the kicker. That's it. That's the entire ingredient list. Maple sap. Nothing added, nothing removed except water. So what about those other bottles? The ones that cost $4 instead of 16? Pick one up, flip it over, read the ingredients. High fructose corn syrup, cellulose gum, caramel color, sodium benzoate, artificial flavors, and way down at the bottom, maybe 2% real maple syrup. Some brands contain zero actual maple. 0%. Here's how fake syrup gets made. Manufacturers extract starch from corn, break it down with enzymes, and create high fructose corn syrup. Cheap, shelf-stable, sweet. Then they add caramel coloring, cellulose gum to thicken it, artificial maple flavoring, and preservatives. Mix it together in industrial vats. Bottle it. Slap on a label with rustic imagery. Done. Fake syrup in hours. Compare that to real maple syrup. Weeks of seasonal work. 40 gallons of sap per bottle. But wait, isn't this false advertising? Here's the thing. These companies play by the rules. They don't call it maple syrup. They say pancake syrup or breakfast syrup. Maple in the brand name, sure. Maple leaves all over the label, but legally, not claiming to be pure maple syrup. Clever wordplay. And it works because most people don't read labels carefully. Let's talk numbers. Roughly 90% are imitation. Only 10% are real. Americans consume about 22 million gallons of table syrup yearly. But real maple syrup production? About 13 million gallons total. Most gets exported. Do the math. Most Americans have never actually tasted real maple syrup. Now here's the wild part. Indigenous peoples in North America were making maple syrup long before Europeans arrived. They'd slash V-shaped cuts into trees, insert reeds to channel sap, and boil it down in clay pots. thousands of years of tradition. Fake syrup? Invented in the 1960s by food scientists looking for a cheaper alternative. 60 years versus thousands of years. And the imposter is winning. So why does real maple syrup cost 4 times more? Simple. Labor and time. Real maple syrup requires tapping thousands of trees during a short seasonal window, collecting gallons of sap, boiling for hours, weather dependent. If temperatures don't cooperate, the sap doesn't flow. Some years, producers barely break even. Fake syrup? Mix ingredients in a factory? Bottle it. Ship it. Done in hours. No weather dependency. No seasonal restrictions. No trees required. Plus, corn syrup is dirt cheap thanks to government subsidies. The fake stuff wins on economics. The real stuff wins on everything else. Can you taste the difference? Oh yeah. Real maple syrup has complexity. It's sweet, yes, but there are notes of caramel, vanilla, even smokiness. Early season syrup, called golden, is lighter and delicate. Late season syrup, called very dark, is robust and molasses-like. Fake syrup, one-dimensional sweetness, thick, cloying, chemical aftertaste. The texture differs too. Real maple syrup is thinner. It soaks into pancakes. Fake syrup sits on top like a gelatinous blanket. If you've only had fake syrup, trying real maple syrup is shocking. It's lighter, cleaner. You can taste the depth instead of just sugar. How to make sure you're getting the real thing? First, look for pure maple syrup on the label. Not pancake syrup, not maple flavored. Pure maple syrup. Second, check the ingredients. There should be one ingredient, maple syrup. That's it. Third, expect to pay more. Real maple syrup costs $12 to $20 per bottle. If it's $4, it's not real. Fourth, check where it's made. About 70% comes from Quebec, the rest from Vermont, New York, and Maine. So let's go back to that Sunday morning. You're standing in your kitchen with pancakes steaming on a plate. That bottle you've been using? It's corn syrup wearing a costume. But now you know it takes 40 gallons of sap and weeks of work to make the real thing. You know, fake syrup is just corn syrup with caramel coloring. You know 90% of Americans have never tasted actual maple syrup. The next time you're at the store, skip the cheap stuff. Get the bottle with one ingredient. Taste what indigenous peoples discovered centuries ago. That's the process. We reveal how things actually work, one story at a time. If there's something you'd like us to explore next, let us know. Until then, trust the process.